Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to share something that might just flip your idea of heart health upside down, because a top heart surgeon, someone who spent decades opening up chests, saving lives, and seeing firsthand what really damages and strengthens the heart, recently revealed something shocking. He said, "Walking isn't enough." That's right. If you've been counting your daily steps thinking you're doing everything right for your heart, you might be missing out on the 5 powerful moves that actually build a stronger, more resilient heart and body. So if you're over 40, maybe 50 or 60, and you've started to feel that your energy, strength, or endurance just isn't what it used to be, don't go anywhere, because what you'll learn in this video could literally change how your heart ages from this day forward. Most people think improving their heart health starts with movement, but the truth is, it begins with the simplest, most overlooked action you take every minute of your life: breathing. The way you breathe affects your heart more than almost anything else you do. Every inhale and exhale sends signals to your nervous system, telling it whether you're safe, calm and balanced, or tense, anxious and under threat. The heart and lungs work as partners. When you breathe shallowly and quickly from your chest, your heart rate tends to stay elevated, your blood vessels constrict, and your body shifts into a stress response mode. But when you take deep, slow, diaphragmatic breaths, your heart rhythm steadies, blood flow improves, oxygen delivery increases, and your body's entire system starts working in harmony. Most people don't even realize they've been breathing the wrong way for years, especially those who carry stress in their shoulders, neck, and chest. Think about this. Your diaphragm is a large muscle that sits below your lungs, and it's designed to do most of the breathing work for you. When you inhale deeply through your nose, your diaphragm contracts downward, pulling air into the lower part of your lungs where oxygen exchange is most efficient. Your belly should rise. Your ribs should expand slightly, and your shoulders should stay relaxed. When you exhale through your mouth, your diaphragm relaxes and moves upward, pushing carbon dioxide out. This simple motion not only fuels your cells with oxygen, but also massages your internal organs, aids digestion, and even improves lymphatic flow. It's nature's built-in stress management tool, but many people, especially after years of poor posture, stress, or shallow breathing habits, forget how to use their diaphragm effectively. They breathe short, quick breaths from the chest, often through the mouth, which overworks the heart and keeps the body in a low-level state of anxiety. Deep breathing trains the vagus nerve, the longest nerve in your body that connects your brain to your heart, lungs, and digestive system, to signal calm and control. When you inhale slowly for about 4 to 5 seconds and exhale even slower, around 6 to 8 seconds, you activate your parasympathetic nervous system. This is the rest and repair mode, where your blood pressure lowers, your arteries relax, and your heart beats in a smooth, coherent rhythm. It's like flipping a switch from chaos to calm. And this is something you can do anywhere, at your desk, in your car, or lying in bed before sleep. Just 5 minutes of deep, intentional breathing can begin to regulate your blood pressure, improve your oxygen levels, and strengthen your cardiovascular resilience. There's also a direct link between poor breathing and fatigue. When you breathe shallowly, you're not taking in enough oxygen to fully fuel your cells. Your heart has to pump harder and faster to deliver what little oxygen is available, which can leave you feeling tired, foggy, or lightheaded. Over time, this chronic low-level stress on the heart contributes to hypertension, inflammation, and even arrhythmias. Deep breathing, on the other hand, slows the heart rate, improves blood circulation, and enhances endurance. That's why elite athletes practice breathing drills. It's not just for relaxation, it's for performance. But it's just as valuable for someone in their 40s, 50s, or 60s who wants to support a strong, steady heart without overexertion. Try a simple exercise right now. Sit tall, shoulders relaxed, and close your eyes. Inhale through your nose for 4 counts, letting your belly gently rise. Hold for a moment, then exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 counts, feeling your belly fall. Repeat this for 1 minute. You might feel a wave of calm, or even a little lightheadedness at first. That's your body rediscovering full oxygenation. As you practice daily, you'll notice your heart rate calming faster after stress, your mood stabilizing, and your sleep improving. This is your heart responding to balance. Over time, people who commit to mindful breathing report clearer thinking, better energy, and reduced episodes of palpitations or tightness in the chest. It's a powerful yet gentle retraining of how your body manages oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange, both of which are crucial for cardiovascular health. The fascinating thing is that ancient practices like yoga and Tai Chi have known this secret for thousands of years. They understood that controlled breathing was the foundation for physical and mental strength. In modern science, we now know why. Deep breathing increases heart rate variability. This is the natural rise and fall of your heartbeat in response to breathing cycles. The higher your heart rate variability, the healthier and more adaptable your heart is. It means your heart can speed up when you need energy and slow down when you rest. People with low variability often have chronic stress, poor recovery, or underlying heart disease. The good news is that breathing exercises can reverse that trend within weeks. It's a direct, measurable way to make your heart more resilient. Another benefit of diaphragmatic breathing is improved circulation. When your lungs expand fully, they create pressure changes in your chest cavity that help pump blood back to your heart. This assists your venous return, the process of moving blood from your extremities back to your core. If you spend long hours sitting, this is incredibly beneficial because stagnant circulation can lead to swelling, fatigue, or even clots. Every deep breath acts like a mini pump, keeping your blood moving smoothly and reducing the burden on your heart. People who practice deep breathing often notice warmer hands and feet, better digestion, and less bloating, all signs that their circulation and oxygen exchange are improving. Breathing also connects deeply to emotional health, and emotional health directly influences your heart. Have you ever noticed how your breathing changes when you're stressed or angry? It becomes shallow and quick. Your heart races. Your muscles tighten. This reaction is built into our biology. It's the fight-or-flight response. But when this happens repeatedly through daily stress, your heart never gets to fully recover. Over time, that stress contributes to high blood pressure, arterial stiffness, and inflammation. Controlled breathing interrupts that stress loop. By slowing your breath, you tell your brain, "I'm safe." Your brain in turn signals your body to relax blood vessels, reduce adrenaline, and stabilize your pulse. It's one of the few things you can consciously do to influence an automatic system. It's free therapy for your heart. Many people start noticing emotional benefits almost immediately. Anxiety decreases, focus improves, and you start responding to challenges instead of reacting to them. That's because deep breathing boosts oxygen flow to the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for reasoning and calm decision-making. With consistent practice, you literally train your nervous system to recover faster from stress. This kind of emotional stability is gold for heart health, because emotional spikes in anger or fear can temporarily increase the risk of cardiac events. Learning to breathe through your stress can protect you in ways medication never could. It's also important to pair deep breathing with posture. If you're constantly slouched, your diaphragm can't move freely, and your lungs can't expand fully. Straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back, and lift your chest slightly. This open position allows your ribs to move naturally and your diaphragm to engage. You'll find that you can take in more air effortlessly, and your heart feels less strained. If you work long hours at a desk, take a few minutes every hour to stretch and breathe deeply. It's one of the simplest ways to reset your cardiovascular rhythm. Breathing isn't just for meditation or stress relief. It's an active training tool for your heart. Think of it like internal exercise. Every deep breath is a rep, strengthening the communication between your brain, heart, and lungs. People who make it a daily ritual often report better blood pressure readings, steadier heart rhythms, and even improved digestion and sleep. And because oxygen is the foundation of energy production, your body becomes more efficient at converting nutrients into energy, reducing the strain on your heart to compensate for inefficiency. In the end, The first step toward a stronger heart isn't always found on the treadmill or the track. It's found in the quiet rhythm of your breath, the space between inhale and exhale, where your body learns to relax, recover, and rejuvenate. When you master your breathing, you master your body's response to stress, and that's when true heart health begins. When people think of a strong heart, they often imagine cardio workouts, jogging, cycling, or long walks. But the truth is, your heart's strength is directly tied to your muscles. Every muscle in your body plays a role in how efficiently your heart pumps blood, regulates circulation, and maintains endurance. That's why the second key to a powerful, resilient heart is strength training. Not bodybuilding, not extreme lifting, just smart, consistent resistance training that challenges your muscles, builds lean mass, and makes your entire body work in harmony with your cardiovascular system. Most people over 40 start losing muscle without realizing it. The process, called sarcopenia, can begin as early as your mid-30s and accelerates every decade after. Less muscle means less strength, slower metabolism, and more strain on the heart because it must work harder to pump oxygen-rich blood to weaker tissues. When you engage your muscles with resistance, whether it's your own body weight, dumbbells, or resistance bands, you create tiny micro tears in the muscle fibers. As your body repairs these fibers, they grow stronger and more efficient at using oxygen and nutrients. This improved efficiency means your heart doesn't need to overwork to deliver blood. Each contraction becomes more effective, and your resting heart rate can decrease because your entire system is operating with greater precision. Strength training also improves insulin sensitivity, helping your body regulate blood sugar levels, a key factor since elevated blood sugar and insulin resistance can damage blood vessels over time, contributing to heart disease. One of the biggest myths is that strength training is dangerous or too strenuous for older adults. In reality, it's one of the safest and most beneficial forms of exercise when done properly. You don't need heavy weights or complicated equipment. You just need to engage your major muscle groups regularly. Simple moves like bodyweight squats, seated leg lifts, wall push-ups, resistance band pulls, and even standing calf raises can stimulate muscle growth and improve blood flow. These exercises not only build strength, but also enhance balance and coordination, reducing the risk of falls and joint pain, which indirectly supports heart health by keeping you active longer. Muscle tissue is metabolically active. It burns calories even when you're resting. So as you build lean mass, your metabolism naturally increases, making it easier to maintain a healthy weight. Excess body fat, especially around the abdomen, puts tremendous strain on the heart. It raises blood pressure, increases inflammation, and disrupts hormone balance. By incorporating strength training 2 to 3 times per week, you improve your body composition, replacing fat with muscle and easing the workload on your heart. The more muscle you build, the more efficient your heart becomes at delivering blood and oxygen during both rest and exertion. There's also a hormonal benefit that often goes overlooked. As we age, testosterone, estrogen, and growth hormone levels decline. These hormones influence not only muscle development, but also how our bodies manage cholesterol, inflammation, and arterial elasticity. Strength training stimulates the natural release of these hormones, helping maintain healthy levels and supporting heart-friendly processes. It's one of the few natural ways to keep your hormonal balance optimized without medication. People who lift or use resistance bands regularly often report improved mood, higher energy levels, and a stronger sense of vitality, all signs that the body's internal chemistry is functioning well. Strength training also has a profound impact on blood pressure regulation. When you perform resistance exercises, blood flow temporarily increases to the active muscles, causing the vessels to expand. Over time, this repeated expansion and relaxation improves the elasticity of blood vessels. Flexible arteries are essential for heart health. They allow blood to flow smoothly and reduce the likelihood of plaque buildup or hypertension. It's like keeping your body's plumbing system clean and unclogged through movement. Studies have shown that individuals who combine light to moderate strength training with aerobic activity have significantly lower risks of heart disease than those who only do cardio. Many people underestimate the emotional and psychological power of strength training. The moment you start lifting, pushing, or pulling against resistance, you engage not just your muscles but your mindset. You develop confidence, discipline, and resilience, qualities that directly reduce stress, one of the major silent threats to your heart. When you finish a set of squats or presses, your body releases endorphins, your natural feel-good chemicals that lower cortisol and adrenaline levels. These hormones, when chronically elevated by stress, damage blood vessels and increase inflammation. So each time you train, you're not just building physical strength, you're strengthening your emotional armor against stress. Another often overlooked benefit is posture improvement. Strong muscles, particularly in the back, shoulders, and core, help align your spine and open your chest cavity. This improved posture enhances lung capacity, allowing you to breathe more deeply and deliver more oxygen to your heart and brain. It's a chain reaction. Stronger muscles improve posture, posture improves breathing, and better breathing supports a healthier heart. People who start even a simple resistance routine often find they stand taller, move more confidently, and feel more energetic throughout the day. The key to making strength training work for heart health isn't intensity, it's consistency and progression. You don't have to lift heavy weights or push yourself to exhaustion. What matters is controlled movement and proper form. Start small, even with 5 minutes a day. Use light resistance bands or perform slow, mindful bodyweight exercises. The goal is to engage the muscles without straining the joints. As your strength improves, you can gradually increase resistance or repetitions. Over time, this steady progression keeps your heart engaged and responsive. It learns to handle small bursts of exertion without panic, which translates into greater cardiovascular resilience during daily activities. Nutrition also plays a crucial role in how effective your strength training becomes. Your muscles need protein to repair and grow, and your heart thrives when your diet includes healthy fats, fiber, and antioxidants. Think lean proteins like fish, chicken, eggs, legumes, and Greek yogurt. Combine those with omega-3 rich foods like salmon, walnuts, or chia seeds to support anti-inflammatory pathways that protect the arteries. Add colorful vegetables and fruits to supply antioxidants that counteract the oxidative stress caused by daily living. And don't forget hydration. Muscle contractions depend on proper electrolyte balance. Water helps your blood carry oxygen and nutrients efficiently, supporting both your muscles and your heart during workouts. Sleep and recovery are equally important. Strength training creates tiny stresses on the body that trigger adaptation and growth. But that process happens during rest, not during the workout itself. Without adequate sleep, the body struggles to repair tissues, and hormone balance is disrupted. Aim for 7 to 8 hours each night, and try to maintain a consistent sleep schedule. Quality rest helps regulate cortisol, reduces inflammation, and allows your heart rate to stabilize overnight. It's the perfect complement to your strength-building efforts. You might be wondering how soon you'll notice results. The truth is, you don't have to wait months. Within just a few weeks of consistent resistance work, most people notice better energy, steadier blood pressure, improved mood, and more stamina in daily tasks. Climbing stairs feels easier, carrying groceries doesn't leave you winded, and your overall endurance improves. These are signs your heart and muscles are communicating better. You're creating an internal system that works together rather than in isolation. What's most inspiring is how adaptable the human body is. Even if you've been sedentary for years, your muscles remember movement. They respond quickly to gentle challenges. It's never too late to begin, and the benefits extend far beyond physical strength. Every time you pick up a weight, pull a band, or rise from a chair using your legs instead of your arms, you're teaching your heart efficiency, power, and endurance. You're reducing inflammation, regulating blood sugar, balancing hormones, and building a shield of vitality that protects you as you age. Strength training is not about lifting heavy or looking muscular. It's about empowering your body to support your heart. It's about giving your cardiovascular system the backup it needs, so it doesn't have to do all the work alone. When your muscles and heart operate as a team, your energy increases, your mood lifts, and your life expands. That's the true power of resistance training. It doesn't just make you stronger on the outside, it strengthens the very engine that keeps you alive. Most people think heart exercise means hours of steady walking or jogging, but one of the most powerful ways to strengthen your heart is actually through something far more dynamic: interval training. This approach combines short bursts of effort with periods of rest or lighter activity, allowing your heart to experience gentle stress followed by recovery. This cycle of exertion and relaxation trains your heart to adapt, becoming stronger, more efficient, and more resilient over time. It's not about pushing to exhaustion. It's about teaching your cardiovascular system to handle change smoothly. As we age, the heart naturally loses some of its flexibility. It doesn't respond to physical demands as quickly as it once did. Interval movement reverses that by retraining your body's ability to shift gears, improving circulation, stamina, and oxygen delivery to every organ and muscle. Imagine walking briskly for 30 seconds, then slowing down for a minute, then repeating this pattern for 10 to 15 minutes. During those short bursts of effort, your heart rate rises, your lungs expand, and your muscles pull in more oxygen. When you slow down, your heart learns how to recover efficiently. That recovery is key. It's what builds endurance and resilience. Over time, your heart learns not to overreact to sudden effort. It starts beating in a calmer, more controlled rhythm, which translates to lower resting heart rates, better circulation, and a stronger ability to handle stress, physical or emotional. This kind of training mimics real life. You climb stairs, carry groceries, chase after a child or grandchild. Your heart needs to adjust to those quick changes in demand. Interval movement is like a real-world rehearsal for your cardiovascular system. The beauty of this method is that it doesn't require a gym or special equipment. You can do it anywhere, walking outside, using your stairs, dancing in your living room, or cycling. It's adaptable to any fitness level. If you're a beginner, even alternating between slow and moderate walking works. If you're more advanced, you can add short jogs, hill climbs, or bodyweight movements like jumping jacks or squats. The goal is not intensity, it's consistency and rhythm. What matters most is the alternation between effort and ease, the heart's gentle exposure to challenge, followed by recovery. That's what teaches it adaptability. Science backs this up strongly. Studies have shown that interval-style exercise improves something called VO2 max, your body's maximum ability to use oxygen. Higher VO2 max levels are directly linked to lower risks of heart disease and longer lifespans. People who incorporate interval movements just 3 times a week often experience improved blood pressure, reduced triglycerides, better insulin sensitivity, and even mental clarity. That's because the bursts of oxygen-rich blood reaching your brain during activities stimulate neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to grow new connections. It's not just your heart that benefits. Your mind becomes sharper, your mood brighter, and your energy steadier. Another remarkable thing about interval training is how it boosts your metabolism. Even after you finish your workout, your body continues burning calories at an elevated rate, a phenomenon known as the afterburn effect. That means your heart and lungs stay active long after the movement stops, continuing to deliver oxygen and nutrients efficiently. For those in their 40s, 50s, or 60s, this is a game changer. It helps counter the natural slowdown in metabolism that comes with age. You start to feel lighter, more agile, and more confident in your physical abilities. And because interval movement is time efficient, you can fit it into even the busiest schedule. Just 10 to 20 minutes a few times per week can deliver remarkable cardiovascular benefits. One of the key reasons this type of training works so well for heart health is that it mimics what the heart was designed to do: respond to change. The heart is a muscle, and like any muscle, it gets stronger when it's challenged properly. If you only do long, slow, steady activities, the heart never has to adapt to variability. But when you mix fast and slow, tension and rest, it learns flexibility. That flexibility is what protects you in moments of stress. Whether you're climbing a hill or dealing with an emotional challenge, your heart knows how to recover quickly instead of staying overworked or reactive. Even people with mild heart concerns or high blood pressure can benefit from gentle forms of interval training under guidance. It helps the endothelium, the inner lining of your blood vessels, stay elastic and responsive. Flexible vessels mean smoother blood flow and less strain on your heart. And since your heart rate variability improves, your body becomes better at regulating blood pressure naturally. Over time, you might notice your morning blood pressure readings improving, your breathing becoming easier, and your endurance increasing in daily tasks. You feel stronger not just during exercise but in the normal rhythm of life. Let's talk about how this looks in practice. You can start with something as simple as walking. Warm up for a few minutes at an easy pace. Then pick up your speed for 30 seconds, enough to feel your heartbeat increase slightly. Slow down for a minute or two. Catch your breath and repeat. Do this for 10 to 15 minutes at first. Gradually, as your comfort grows, increase the number of intervals or the length of each burst. You can also try stair intervals. Walk up a flight of stairs, then walk down slowly, repeating for several minutes. Or try a bike interval, pedal moderately, then faster for short periods. What's important is staying mindful of your breathing, posture, and effort level. You should always feel challenged but not strained. Your goal is progress, not perfection. Recovery is just as vital as exertion in this process. Between bursts, focus on slow, steady breathing. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and allow your heart rate to lower. This teaches your nervous system to transition smoothly between effort and relaxation, a skill that reduces stress, reactivity, in everyday life. Over time, this breathing recovery rhythm strengthens your vagus nerve, which directly influences heart rate and blood pressure regulation. You become calmer under pressure, more grounded and less prone to anxiety spikes. Another layer of benefit comes from how interval movement affects your mitochondria, the energy powerhouses inside your cells. As we age, mitochondria tend to slow down, leading to fatigue, sluggishness, and poor endurance. But the fluctuating oxygen demand of interval exercise stimulates new mitochondrial growth. That means your cells start producing energy more efficiently, reducing strain on the heart and improving overall vitality. This is one reason why many people who switch from steady cardio to interval-based movement report feeling younger, lighter, and more energetic within weeks. Nutrition and hydration play a big supporting role here. Because intervals use quick bursts of energy, your muscles rely on glucose and oxygen. Eating balanced meals rich in complex carbohydrates, lean protein, and healthy fats helps maintain steady energy without blood sugar spikes. After your workout, a small snack with protein and antioxidants, like Greek yogurt with berries or a handful of nuts, helps repair tissues and reduce inflammation. Hydration is equally critical. When you sweat, you lose electrolytes that help your heart maintain its rhythm. Sipping water with a pinch of sea salt or a splash of lemon can replenish what's lost and keep your circulation smooth. Sleep ties it all together. Your heart, like your muscles, rebuilds during rest. Deep sleep restores your cardiovascular system, stabilizes your hormones, and helps lower nighttime blood pressure. People who combine interval-style movement with consistent sleep often experience dramatic improvements in energy and mood. Their hearts beat more coherently, their minds feel clearer, and their overall stress levels drop. That's the holistic beauty of this approach. It doesn't just work one system, it improves the entire body-mind connection. The best part about interval movement is how empowering it feels. Each short burst reminds you that you're capable of effort. Each recovery teaches you the value of rest. Together they mirror life itself, periods of push followed by moments of calm. The more you practice, the more your heart learns to move through those cycles gracefully, without strain or fear. You start noticing that things that once made you breathless or fatigued, climbing stairs, brisk walking, light gardening, become easier. That's your body adapting, becoming younger from the inside out. Over time, interval training doesn't just strengthen your heart, it transforms how you experience your own energy. You become more aware of your breathing, more connected to your rhythm, and more in control of your vitality. It's a reminder that your heart doesn't just exist to keep you alive, it exists to keep you thriving. With just a few minutes of intentional movement, a few times per week, you give your heart the variety, challenge, and renewal it needs to stay powerful for decades to come. Most people don't realize how much posture affects the heart. We usually associate posture with appearance. Standing tall, sitting straight, but in truth, it has a deep physiological impact on how well the heart functions. Every time you slouch forward or let your shoulders cave in, you compress the chest cavity, restrict your lungs, and reduce the space your heart has to beat freely. Over time, this restricted position limits oxygen flow, tightens the diaphragm, and forces your heart to work harder to deliver the same amount of oxygen throughout your body. Poor posture isn't just about sore shoulders or a stiff neck. It's about chronic low-grade pressure on your cardiovascular system that slowly drains your energy, affects your breathing, and contributes to fatigue, stress, and poor circulation. When you stand tall, align your spine, and let your chest open naturally, your lungs expand more fully. This expansion allows your diaphragm, the muscle that controls your breathing, to move efficiently. Each deep, natural breath brings in more oxygen, which means your blood carries more life-giving energy to every organ. The heart doesn't have to pump as fast or as forcefully, because the oxygen exchange process becomes smoother. You can actually feel the difference immediately when you correct your posture. Your breathing slows down, your mind feels clearer, and your heartbeat settles into a steadier rhythm. This isn't just about comfort, it's biology. Good posture allows your heart to operate in its natural, optimal position without mechanical interference from compressed organs or restricted blood flow. Many people spend long hours sitting at desks, on couches, in cars, and that's where posture quietly becomes a problem. The body wasn't designed to be hunched forward for hours. This position weakens the muscles that support the spine, tightens the chest, and shortens the hip flexors. Over time, this imbalance not only changes your body shape, but also affects how blood circulates, how air moves through your lungs, and how effectively your body manages stress. The heart and lungs work together like a duet, and when one is restricted, the other compensates. That compensation shows up as tension in the shoulders, shallow breathing, and eventually fatigue or even anxiety. Poor posture tells the nervous system that something is off, triggering stress hormones that can elevate heart rate and blood pressure. Correcting posture starts with awareness. The next time you're sitting or standing, notice where your shoulders are. Are they rolled forward? Is your chin jutting out? Is your upper back round? Small adjustments. Rolling your shoulders back, lifting your chest, tucking your chin slightly, and engaging your core can open up your chest and create more space for your heart and lungs to function properly. Think of a string pulling gently upward from the crown of your head, lengthening your spine, while your feet stay grounded. This simple alignment immediately changes how oxygen flows and how you feel. It's not about rigidity, it's about balance. A strong posture doesn't come from forcing your body into position. It comes from building strength in the right muscles. The core, back, and glutes are the foundation of posture. When these muscles are weak, the spine collapses, and the shoulders roll inward. Strengthening them through regular movement and gentle exercises makes it easier to maintain good posture naturally, without strain. Simple movements like planks, bridges, wall angels, or standing rows can make a tremendous difference. Over time, these movements retrain your body to stand tall effortlessly. When your spine is aligned and your muscles are balanced, your heart benefits from improved circulation, better breathing, and reduced mechanical stress. Even something as small as how you hold your phone can affect your posture and, by extension, your heart. Constantly looking down creates what experts call tech neck, a forward head posture that increases tension through the shoulders and upper spine. This position can compress nerves and restrict blood flow to the brain. It also encourages shallow breathing patterns, which starve the heart and brain of oxygen. The fix is simple. Bring the phone up to eye level, take regular breaks, and stretch your neck and shoulders often. These micro-adjustments throughout the day can add up to big improvements in how your body feels and how your heart performs. Breathing and posture are deeply connected. When your posture collapses, your diaphragm can't move properly, and your lungs can't expand fully. This forces your breathing to shift to the upper chest, which activates the sympathetic nervous system, the fight-or-flight response. You might not even realize it, but your body interprets this as mild stress, releasing cortisol and adrenaline that increase heart rate and blood pressure. On the other hand, when you sit or stand upright, your diaphragm has room to move downward with each inhale, filling your lower lungs with oxygen. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and repair state, allowing your heart rate to lower naturally and your blood vessels to relax. Posture literally dictates how your heart feels. Posture also influences mood, which in turn affects the heart. When you're slouched, your chest is closed, and your shoulders are curved inward, your body language signals fatigue or sadness. This position subtly affects your mental state, lowering your energy and confidence. Studies have shown that people who adopt an upright posture experience improved mood, reduced stress, and increased vitality. A positive emotional state supports heart coherence, where your heart rhythm becomes smooth and efficient. It's fascinating how a simple physical adjustment can shift your emotional and physiological state simultaneously. The body and mind are connected through posture more than we realize. A good way to incorporate posture awareness into your routine is to perform posture check-ins. Set a reminder every hour to stand up, roll your shoulders, take a deep breath, and stretch. Just 30 seconds of movement can release tension, improve blood flow, and re-energize you. If you work at a desk, adjust your setup. Keep your screen at eye level, your chair supportive, and your feet flat on the ground. Avoid crossing your legs for long periods, as it can restrict blood flow and contribute to stiffness. Small ergonomic changes create long-term comfort and reduce the strain on your heart from sitting too long. Walking posture is just as important. Many people walk with their heads tilted down, shoulders rounded, and arms stiff. This kind of walking not only looks tired, it limits your lung expansion and makes your stride less efficient. Instead, walk with your head up, shoulders relaxed, and arms swinging naturally. Let your steps roll from heel to toe, and breathe deeply as you move. This walking posture engages your core, opens your chest, and encourages better oxygen flow. Your heart will feel lighter, and you'll notice your endurance improving as your breathing becomes more rhythmic and your muscles work in better alignment. Posture also affects digestion, which connects back to heart health. When you sit hunched after eating, you compress your stomach and intestines, slowing digestion and increasing pressure in the abdominal cavity. This can affect circulation and even lead to acid reflux, which indirectly stresses the heart. Simply sitting or standing tall after meals allows gravity and muscle coordination to help move food through the digestive tract more efficiently, reducing strain on both your digestive and cardiovascular systems. The impact of posture extends to sleep as well. Sleeping positions that compress the chest, such as curling tightly or lying face down, can limit breathing and affect nighttime heart rate patterns. Sleeping on your back with a small pillow under your knees, or on your side with good spinal alignment, supports both breathing and circulation. A relaxed, aligned sleeping position helps the body recover, lowers stress hormones, and maintains steady heart rhythms throughout the night. When your posture is open and aligned, your entire energy changes. You breathe deeper, move more freely, and feel more confident. The heart responds to this openness with better rhythm and less strain. Over time, maintaining good posture becomes second nature. It's not about being rigid, but about allowing your body to express balance and ease. Think of it as giving your heart more room to breathe, literally and figuratively. The more space you create within your body, the better your heart functions. In the bigger picture, posture reflects how you carry yourself through life. It's not just about bones and muscles. It's about presence, awareness, and self-respect. When you stand tall, you project confidence and vitality, but you also create the physical conditions for your heart to thrive. Every time you align your spine, roll your shoulders back, and open your chest, you're telling your body, I am here, I am strong, and I am alive. That simple act can shift your physiology in powerful ways. Posture becomes more than just physical alignment. It becomes a daily practice of giving your heart the freedom and support it needs to keep you strong, calm, and vibrant. When it comes to heart health, most people immediately think of diet and exercise, but few realize that mindset is the hidden engine that drives all lasting transformation. You can eat the cleanest food, take your supplements, and follow a perfect routine, but if your mind is full of stress, fear, or self-doubt, your body will still struggle to heal. The heart is not just a pump, it's a deeply emotional organ that responds to your mental and emotional state every single moment. Every thought, every worry, every burst of gratitude sends signals through your nervous system that affect how your heart beats, how your blood vessels react, and how your hormones flow. A negative, anxious mindset can constrict your blood vessels and raise your heart rate, while calm, grateful thoughts can literally lower blood pressure and promote smoother heart rhythms. That's why cultivating a positive mindset isn't just motivational fluff, it's medicine for your heart. Every emotion you feel is mirrored in your heartbeat. When you're angry, stressed, or anxious, your heart beats in a jagged, irregular pattern. When you're calm, centered, or loving, your heartbeat becomes smooth and coherent. Scientists call this heart rate variability, and it's one of the most powerful predictors of heart health. A flexible, adaptable heart rhythm shows resilience. It means your heart can adjust to change, handle stress, and recover quickly. But when your life is filled with chronic stress or constant worry, your heart rhythm loses flexibility. It becomes rigid, reactive, and easily thrown off balance. Over time, that emotional rigidity translates into physical wear and tear. So maintaining a heart-healthy mindset isn't just about feeling good, it's about training your nervous system to stay balanced under pressure. One of the most powerful ways to influence your mindset, and in turn your heart, is through gratitude. Gratitude changes your brain chemistry in real time. When you focus on what's going right instead of what's wrong, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin, the same chemicals that create happiness and relaxation. These hormones signal your body to relax blood vessels, lower inflammation, and slow your heart rate. You can feel this shift instantly when you stop to appreciate something deeply. Try it right now. Think about someone you love, a memory that makes you smile, or even the simple fact that your heart has been beating non-stop for you since the day you were born. That warmth you feel isn't imagination. It's your nervous system softening, your blood flowing more freely, your heart finding harmony again. Practicing gratitude daily through journaling, prayer, or even quiet reflection can literally rewire your stress response, allowing your heart to function with greater ease and stability. Stress management is another key pillar of mindset for heart health. We can't eliminate stress, but we can change how we respond to it. The heart thrives on calm consistency, not constant adrenaline. When we live in survival mode, our body floods with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which tighten blood vessels and increase blood pressure. It's as if the body is constantly preparing for danger. Over time, this wears down the cardiovascular system, leading to hypertension, inflammation, and fatigue. But when we train the mind to perceive challenges differently, to see them as opportunities for growth rather than threats, we transform our physiological response. Deep breathing, meditation, spending time in nature, or simply slowing down to be present can shift your body from fight or flight to rest and repair. This shift allows your heart to beat more rhythmically and efficiently. Even 5 minutes of calm breathing a day can have measurable effects on heart rate variability and blood pressure. Mindset also shapes the habits that define heart health. When you believe that you're capable of change, that you're worthy of feeling good, and that your best years aren't behind you, you naturally start making better choices. People who think positively about aging, for example, live on average 7 years longer than those with negative attitudes. Why? Because their bodies are not under constant mental strain. They approach food with awareness rather than guilt, movement with joy rather than obligation, and rest with peace rather than anxiety. The mind you bring to your daily choices determines whether those choices feel like punishment or empowerment. A heart-healthy life doesn't come from perfection. It comes from consistency, and consistency is born from belief. When your mindset says, "I'm doing this because I love my body, not because I hate it," everything shifts. That kind of emotional alignment is what makes change sustainable. Visualization is another powerful mental tool for strengthening the heart. The brain doesn't fully distinguish between imagination and reality. When you vividly imagine yourself strong, calm, and healthy, your body begins to respond as if it's true. Visualization has been shown to improve athletic performance, speed up healing, and lower stress responses. Close your eyes and picture your heart glowing with vitality, pumping smoothly, circulating warmth throughout your body. Imagine each beat spreading calm energy through your chest. That image becomes a signal to your subconscious mind, aligning your thoughts, emotions, and physiology with your goal. Over time, this kind of mental practice creates measurable physical effects. Your body follows your mind, always. Sleep also connects deeply to mindset and heart function. When your mind is overactive, full of racing thoughts or worries, your sleep suffers, and poor sleep raises cortisol, increases inflammation, and strains the heart. Cultivating a peaceful bedtime mindset through gratitude, reading, or gentle stretching signals your body to shift into recovery mode. The heart slows down, blood pressure drops, and your body begins its nightly repair work. People who approach sleep as sacred recovery time, rather than an inconvenience, give their hearts the chance to rejuvenate fully. Mindset isn't just about how you think during the day, it's how you prepare your mind to rest and restore itself at night. Your self-talk plays a huge role, too. Most people speak to themselves in ways they'd never speak to someone they love. Harsh internal criticism creates emotional tension that shows up as tightness in the chest, shallow breathing, and elevated heart rate. Learning to speak kindly to yourself, especially during setbacks, builds emotional resilience. When you forgive yourself quickly, let go of guilt, and choose self-compassion, your body relaxes. Your parasympathetic nervous system activates, bringing your heart into coherence. Kindness isn't weakness. It's one of the most powerful tools for maintaining inner balance. The heart thrives in an environment of acceptance and love, not harsh judgment. Hormones also respond to mindset. Chronic negativity can disrupt hormonal balance, increasing cortisol and decreasing feel-good chemicals like oxytocin. Positive emotional states, on the other hand, stimulate oxytocin release, the bonding hormone that reduces blood pressure and inflammation while increasing emotional stability. This is why laughter, affection, and connection are so good for your heart. When you share a genuine laugh, your body releases nitric oxide, which relaxes blood vessels and improves circulation. Your mood lightens, your stress dissipates, and your body feels safe again. Mindset isn't just a thought pattern, it's a biological cascade of signals that shape how your entire system operates. A resilient mindset also helps you recover faster from challenges, both emotional and physical. Whether it's a tough workout, a stressful day, or a personal loss, the way you interpret events determines how long stress lingers in your body. People who practice acceptance and optimism bounce back faster because they don't waste energy fighting reality. They adapt, they learn, and they move forward. This mental flexibility protects the heart from chronic stress load. The most heart-protective people aren't those who avoid difficulty, they're the ones who trust that they can handle it. Even posture, which connects mind and body, reflects mindset. When you stand tall, breathe deeply, and open your chest, your brain receives feedback that you're safe and confident, your heart beats more steadily, your mood improves, and your focus sharpens. Every physical action, communicates a message to your nervous system. That's why the combination of posture and mindset creates a feedback loop of strength. A confident body reinforces a calm mind, and a calm mind strengthens a healthy heart. Finally, mindset determines the lens through which you view aging itself. Many people in their 40s, 50s, or 60s start believing that it's too late to change, that heart health naturally declines with age. But the truth is that your body is constantly regenerating, your heart cells are continually renewing, and your mind has the power to influence how those processes unfold. People who stay curious, passionate, and purposeful maintain stronger cardiovascular systems because they keep their energy flowing. Purpose gives the heart a reason to beat stronger. When you wake up excited about something, whether it's learning a new skill, helping others, or simply enjoying the day, your entire physiology shifts into vitality mode. The heart follows your sense of purpose. In the end, a healthy heart begins with a healthy mind. The thoughts you feed yourself every day become the emotional climate your heart lives in. If you nurture peace, gratitude, and love, your heart thrives. If you dwell in fear, resentment, or stress, your heart tightens. The most advanced heart medicine in the world cannot replace what a balanced, hopeful, loving mindset can do from the inside out. Every calm breath, every positive thought, every moment of compassion is a pulse of healing energy that strengthens your heart and extends your life.